Hello, guys and girls. It is I, Aaron Halo 18 here, and I did a video called Halo 5 Guardians Discussion Series, episode 36. The article I'll be reading is from the Halo Waypoint website under news/community. And the first one is called Weekend Playlist Updates and Additions. Halo 5 Guardians by B is from Bravo 23 hours ago. For the past week, we've been pouring over your Halo 5 feedback across the entire game, tirelessly reviewing multiplayer data and working on tuning tweaks as well as brand new content. We talked a bit about just a few of the things that team is diving into and working on last week, and we'll talk about even more about what's to come in tomorrow's weekly update. But we're stopping by for a moment to talk about some playlist changes that will be made tomorrow morning, Pacific time. Let's let's dig into the details. Weekend shoddy snipers. You voted in this week's weekend playlist poll, and shoddy snipers was the clear, undisputed winner. This weekend playlist will be available starting tomorrow morning Pacific time. It will run through early Monday morning Pacific time. The playlist will offer increased XP rewards, and the game type will be available on all arena maps. Aside from the Breakout variant, additionally, based on your feedback on map variety and rotations, we're making a few changes to existing playlists to improve variety. To start, we're removing Orion in its current form from all playlists so that we can take some time to remove and patch map exploits, as well as make additional improvements to the map before re-adding it where appropriate. In parallel, we're also working on multiplayer spawns and any exploits that arise on existing maps as well, based on information from feedback and videos you've submitted, as well as internal playtests. Next, we're making some major additions to existing playlists by adding 15 additional map/game type combinations to the lineup. Here is a breakdown of the additions. New additions to each playlist are listed in bold. Team Arena, Team Arena, and Team Arena for adding Strongholds on Plaza, Capture the Flag on Empire, Slayer on Regret, and Breakout on Altitude. Here's a look at the new playlist layout. Breakout, Altitude, Trident, Slayer, Coliseum, The Rig, Plaza, Eden, Empire, Regret, Capture the Flag, Coliseum, Truth, Fathom, Empire, Strongholds, The Rig, Eden, Empire, Plaza, Slayer. In the Slayer playlist, we're adding Truth, Empire, and Pegasus. Here's the updated map layout dropping tomorrow morning. Coliseum, The Rig, Plaza, Regret, Fathom, Truth, Empire, Pegasus, SWAT. In the SWAT playlist, you'll see Empire, Fathom, Coliseum, and Truth added to the current lineup. Eden, Pegasus, The Rig, Plaza, Regret, Empire, Fathom, Coliseum. Free for All and FFA. You'll see Empire, Fathom, Coliseum, and Truth added. Eden, Pegasus, The Rig, Plaza, Regret, Empire, Fathom, Coliseum, Truth. All of these changes are set to go live tomorrow morning, and we'll see you in matchmaking then. Be sure to swing by around the end of the day for the next weekly update too. Talk to you then. Bravo. I guess that's it for that one article. The next one is Canon Folder. Funa Getaway by Grim Brother 1, 2 hours ago. This week in Canon Folder, we take a closer look at some campaign critters in Halo 5 Guardians. Issue 49. Welcome back to another edition of Canon Folder. Last week we took a look back at the epic excitement that surrounded the launch of Halo 5 Guardians and highlighted story-specific points of interest for those looking to catch up on the release week festivities. This week we'll be taking a look at some of the fabulous Funa found throughout the scattered locales of the Halo 5 Guardians campaign, then adding some more new background info to the universe section. As we mentioned last week, that the installments immediately following the launch would be still a bit tight-lipped regarding campaign-specific story, and this week will certainly fall within that trend. Next week, however, that might be a different story. They show a picture here of a flying critter from Halo 5 Guardians, I guess, from one of the levels. Animal House. One thing we've noticed fans pick up on while romping through the Halo 5 Guardians campaign is the new collection of ambient flora and fauna populating some of the never before visited locales. Push on it. We thought it would be fun to gather up some of the most prominent and interesting campaign critters and give you a bit more info on them. We have no doubt that a couple of them might spur the next generation of lifeform love, similar to the MOA madness that swept the Halo Reach nation a few years back. Read on to see if you've got a new favorite. And if you want to look at the pictures for yourself, guys and girls, go to Halo Waypoint and read this article if you want to look at the picture yourself. Lum, lum, Lumnon, but Lumnon not uncommon on Fielder created refugees because of the rate appreciation of them. Sky rays like the Lumnon were brought here from Rotro, a forerunner world claimed by the flood. Although the breeding on Genesis has gone unchecked for millennia, these creatures will generally keep their distance, preferring to hunt on the surface of its vast oceans. Longer writes the skittering crab-like locridites are transplants from a moisture-dense asteroid cluster on the edge of Cumene, extremely morpholic by their nature. This ingenious creatures scavenge the surface of Genesis for harmful bacteria and are used to maintain the planet's delicate ecological balance. They show a picture of it's like a bluish green color, aquamarine and brown color. Next one is a Caridodon, the crocodon, a semi-avon glider which occupies the cliffs and ridges in the more desolate upper reaches of this territory of Saghelios. Spends most of its time scavenging carrion and snatching fist-sized dust mites from crevices in the stone facade. Next one is Orzil, native to the western shores of Quivro, particularly in the Ursura territory near Sion. The Orzil beetle is part of a very vibrant phylum of terrestrial insects that primarily survive in mountainous coastal locations. Quotal, more at home in the darkness of the deep ocean. The so-called nightmare eel is rarely seen in shallow waters. After the first year of their life, Quothal typically spend most of their time hunting a 3-meter species of crustacean that reside in the labyrinth caverns that cover much of the floor of Beta Gabriel's oceans. It's like a bluish green creature with weird mouthed eyes. and the beetle is like a brownish gold, greenish brown gold color. And these beetles have long legs. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On each side, on the side of the bug, they have 9 legs on either side. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. These beetles have, or they'll have 18 legs, I believe. The next one is like a whale type creature called they're hard names to say. Philolosaur. The Philolosaur. The Philolosaur is an enigmatic, sightless cetacean. Crustacean. Sightless crustacean that uses an incredible evolved sense of echolocation to find the massive colony swarms of krill-like organisms that make up the bulk of its diet. Air breathers, Philolosaur, inhale and exhale through thousands of pores scattered across the surface of their bodies. Interestingly, these aquatic giants appear to have been seeded on multiple worlds following the firing of the array. That will do for this week. Short and sweet for short. But next installment will be quite a different story. The next time we meet, we'll be celebrating this feature's 50th issue and plan on having more than a few tantalizing tidbits and wise words scattered about the article, as well as some cool giveaways to boot. You'll want to plan on stopping by our passion-laden pages next issue for sure. Until next week, live well, play Halo, and always don Buccaneer armor to raid a KDR pirate ship. New and updated universe entries this week. New. Prophet's Bane. Oni Arxis. Stowed aboard urgent mood, the Arxis was the classified site's safety valve, a final means of escape in the event that any high-profile Oni assets were threatened. Updated. Kamchatka is a remote, uninhabited world that once served as an important link to the Forerunner knowledge network known as the Domain. Locations: March on Starbreak Wargames map set / semicolon 122 through 5. Starbreak Mountain Range is the broken spine subconscious, named 1,000 millennia ago by the Forerunner's godlike power. Shortly after Kamchatka's discovery, the UNSC set in motion a plan to establish a military complex and power station to control the planet's Forerunner sites. Domain node. It is unclear what role the Kamchatka play in the Forerunner's galaxy's spawning cumine or reasons for its recent activity beyond its serving as a link in the long dormant domain, the Forerunner knowledge network that once linked their empire together. The planet itself is obviously a product, some level of mega-scale engineering, though there is a curious lack of obvious forward facilities on its surface. Other larger structures are buried under the snow and ice, but no detailed surveys have yet been conducted to assess their condition. The first forerunner site of its kind to be discovered, none know what to expect when they work their way to its heart. Summary: Gametypes would have remained an obscure world at the fringes of civilization, but for the presence of a forerunner communication of that flared to life in 2558, attracting the attention of both Sherman's Covenant and the UNSC. There's also Casper V star system. The satellite's diameter 3,231 miles, 5,200 km. Gravity 0.98 G. Anomalous. Atmosphere 0.7 CO2 O2 N2. Surface temperature minus 125 Fahrenheit to 10 Fahrenheit, minus 87 C to minus 12 C. Profits made, known by many names, this energy sword is woven by legends. Sword of the Arbiter. Manufacturer unknown / keep. Ancient name, End of Night. Summary: Sahili stories of war and righteous slaughter rarely mention the heroes panoply, for such mundane details are beneath the notice of clan historians and tale weavers, particularly in the Covenant era, where Sahili were fitted with mass-produced armor and weapons built in the labyrinth assembly forges of high charity. The particulars of the weapons and carried their history were not worthy of attention or reflection. Those few items which reflect the glory of their user are rare indeed. Weapons and armor which come to be recognized as more than tools, as possessing the heart of a warrior, however small, are highly treasured and stored away. A reserver of glory and honor that can be redeemed in times of great need. The Arbiter's chosen blade is one such artifact. An ancient blade taken from his clan's vaults and given new life, new purpose, and new foes to slay. The old name of the blade was told in stories and song, dating to before the rite of union, but the Arbiter took the unusual step of reforging the weapon, preserving its honor and history, but changing its destiny. While the weapon was repaired and regrown in the traditional manner in his clan's forge, the Arbiter insisted on incorporating components of the energy sword that took the lifeblood of the Prophet of Truth on the Ark. Sahili relic weapons are never named by their wielder. They must acquire an identity from fearful whispers and roaring shouts. but it was not long before the Arbiter's blade was known across security space as an instrument of change and self-determination, a true inheritor of the original swords of St. Helios, and so it is that Phil Vendem, who bears the titles of Commandant, Arbiter, Supreme Commander, Judge, Traitor, and Leader, wields the Prophet's Bane, and soon, perhaps, the Covenant's end. It's like a pinkish orange color the blade is. Prophet's Bane is actually just an energy sword. A special type of energy sword, I guess. Still, only our Narcissus is that ship that Master Chief used to fly away at the end of Mission 2, I believe. If you haven't played the game, then don't watch the video. If you have beat the game, then watch the video. And yes, that is a spoiler. I did spoil it. Sorry if I spoiled it. There is also known Prowler, and the class of the ship is Winter. Crew, 1 pilot, 1 weapons officer, 20 passengers. Primary armament, M8545 ASW/AC 40 mm MLA 2. Secondary armament, CBU R68 Moray system. And the summary, Oni Arcissus is a state-of-the-art Winter-class Prowler, designed primarily for speed and stealth with the purpose of deep space reconnaissance. Fitted with a prototype space drive. This ship could be quickly developed, deployed in the far reaches of the galaxy to monitor ex-Covenant species and human insurgents. Precautionary efforts to ensure humanity's safety for the Archrisis. However, this unique features for use to support Oni's exploration protocol on the remote development site Argent Moon, where the Prowler could be activated for swift departure. Design, similar in form and functionality to the classic Black Cat class sub-prowlers used in the early 26th century. The Archrisis is a fully equipped Winter-class vessel, constructed with a smaller and more compact frame than other prowlers. Its aerodynamic amateur swoop back wings and narrow cockpit resemble a number of UNSC fighters, intended for improved speed and versatility during atmospheric operations. Winter-class prowlers like Archrisis are lightly armed with twin machine guns and an aft-mounted mine-developed deployment system, but they are primarily designed for evasion and escape, relying on an incredibly advanced stealth system for scuppered Forerunner and Covenant technology. The Prowler can remain completely hidden from both sight. Not lie. Keep pushing, please. History. In the years following the war, Oni revisited a number of pre-Covenant Prowler designs. Or other designs which focus on espionage and reconnaissance over combat. There are Chris's and other Winter class Prowlers arose for their production stem. When Urgent Moon was constructed, our Chris's remained on station for the full duration of the research site's existence. Protocol dedicated that if any high-profile Oni personnel were in danger, they were to utilize a Chris's to escape. This plan was not realized until well after the Urgent Moon had already been infiltrated and subverted when a Spartan strike team was forced to completely destroy the research site to keep its secrets safe from the Covenant. Another related ones are Cheka, Warthog, UNSC, Infinity, and Mongoose. And related products are Pelican Replica, and also a Covenant Needler Blaster toy thing. It's blue and gray. It has little things that shoot out. There are purple little things. It's a pretty cool looking toy. Well, looks like that's it for that article, I guess. Discuss. And a week of it. The first guy is Grim Brother 1, 343 Industries. And this week in California, we take a closer look. Sticker Boy Sec SEC 30P said, short and sweet this week. Very nice, Grim. Always great to see stuff like this. The little parts of the universe that would generally go unnoticed. Now, to get myself a pet lumnut. And then he replied, right, they definitely have a toothless vibe to them. And then Sticker Boy said, exactly what I was thinking. It's more for my other half. Should have seen her face earlier when she found out HTTYD 3 was confirmed. Haha. Dr. Halsey, Spartan Onyx said, I wonder if the Type 58 actually got some synthetic influence from the Crocodon. The Covenant vehicles definitely have more organic qualities about them. And when the Orzo Beetle flew then I could see it being the influence for the Type 57 Fathom. Violence is the last refuge of the incompetent Isaac Ashwell, formerly known as Decepticon Cobra. Urbane Rocket 495 said, "What about the sandworm on rigs?" Grim Brother said, "We actually already have talked a small bit about inspirations for both the Banshee and the Phantom." Dr. Halsey replied, "You can't take what's in my head, Cannon. A Slacker X Marine Onyx." So the picture from his profile picture is of a ODST picture from the game Halo 3 ODST. And he said, What happened to the of Mary, aka the Space Whale, aka the Sky Leviathan?" Erica Boo said, "So Timmy, the whale is a Pilosaur? Nice, Cannon Folder. Glad to know what type the Prowler is. However, any word of the dimensions? The Prophet's Bane is awesome too. Are you a Halo fan, lore fan? Consider joining the Halo Archive. Additional Waypoint Squeaker. E love symbol AA plus S. Sensil Recruit Onyx said, "Whether this is what we consider a light cannon folder in the weeks ahead should be mind-blowing. Yet another great entry." Led Puma 9513 said, "Another cool cannon folder. Thanks, Grim." Let Black replied to Grim Brother 1. "We need pics of the skeleton because I initially thought they were that flying creatures on Sicilios. XD, can't wait for next week's cannon folder." MOA Herder said, "Here's some concept art for the crew for those that are interested. Coveted _ambient burn _whip dot JPEG. Coveted _bird _one final approved dot JPEG. Speaking of concept art, I'm hoping we eventually hear some more about some of the seemingly cut stuff. David Bolton ambient small mammal approved dot JPEG. David Bolton David Forerunner Wasp JPEG. And the last guy is Rived Up 1997. Great cannon folder. This is one of my favorites in a while. Just wondering, what is the mechanical status of the sandworm on the rig? Is that actually an animal, a Darian? Or was a War Games simulator just having some fun? Can't wait for what you've teased for next week. I'm still waiting on stuff about the Man of War and Blockade Runner." There's some concept art. I guess a guy drew a picture of it. Pretty cool. Stuff. It shows the 1A, 1B, 2A, IC, 2B, IB, 1A, 1B, and 1A. And it shows pictures of the concept art of that bird. I guess. They're coming in Amnet Bird 01. They have a top view. These are pictures by 343 Industries. Actually, pretty cool stuff. I don't know who David Bolton is, though, but... they're showing the same creature again. I guess it's a small mammal of some sort. They have a forerunner wasp. It's an ugly looking wasp with a big butt in the back. And a long tail. A pretty big one. That's it for this week, guys and girls. On my discussion series, episode 36, I believe. And I am a very huge Halo fan. That's why I keep doing these kind of videos. And my next video will be episode 37. I believe. And I read a lot, and it's pretty interesting stuff. I like reading the lore about Halo and stuff. About some of the critters that were shown in Halo 5 Guardians, I guess. It's pretty cool stuff. And I really like the pictures they have on the Halo Waypoint website as well. And like always, please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, view, thoughts, and opinions. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it for your viewing pleasure, guys and girls. And I give these articles that I read a 10 out of 10. They're pretty cool, and I really like reading about Halo. And I really enjoyed this game. It is a super fun game. And I will continue playing it until I beat it. I've always beaten the Halo games, so I will probably beat this one as well. Hopefully my best friend Zach will beat it for me. And, yeah, and, always stay tuned for more, guys and girls. And, like always, drink some hot chocolate, because it's kind of cold outside, and, please rate. I mean, I already said that. And I will see you all later. And this is Aaron Halo 18 as always. And goodbye to you.